What product should I sell on Amazon? The question on everybody's lips. But really, it's the wrong question. Because while it may be nice for someone to give you a free meal, it's way more valuable to know how to make that meal yourself so you can feast for the rest of your days. And luckily with Amazon, there's a lot of ways to find products. And this is the top 7.
I'm in the jungle. I'm in the Amazon. I'm in the jungle. I'm in the Amazon.
Hey, it's JT Franco here, the no bullshit Amazon seller. This channel is where you want to be if you want to learn about Amazon FBA without the baloney. Now, if you're already an empire builder, a subscriber to the channel, welcome back. I hope your empire is going strong. And if it's not, send me a message on my Instagram and I'll try to help you out. All right, so let's get right into it. In this video, I'm going to show you the different ways to find products. And I'm just going to cover really quickly the kind of things that we're looking for when we're looking for products to sell on Amazon. Right, we're looking for high demand. So we want to see that this product is selling, that there's people that actually want to purchase this product. And we're gonna let the people that are already selling on Amazon approve this demand for us, right? So we wanna see a lot of sales. We wanna see consistency, okay? And then we wanna look for low competition. So low competition meaning there's not too many sellers to compete with, so you can get in there relatively easily and start claiming some of the demand so you can start making sales. Right now, there's a lot of nuances to high demand, low competition. There's a lot of different types of markets and a lot of different balances where it can work in your favor, right? So there's not just one way or the other way. There's a lot of in between and there's a lot of middle ground where you can profit as well. Now this, I don't have enough time in this video to cover that, but if you do want to learn more about how to validate a product, you can definitely check it up right over there. And then once you're ready to validate products, you can come back right here and look at how to actually find them. All right, so now we're gonna go and start with number one way to find products. One of my favorites is the Amazon new release method. So if you go Amazon new release, you just search that on Google, you will see the hot new releases. Now I need to go to .com. I am in Canada, so it automatically does the Canadian one, right? So here we have all the new releases. Let me just zoom in a bit. And the thing with the new releases is that you're knocking off number one, high demand, right? You know that these are in demand because these are hot products that Amazon is saying, hey, these hot products are hot, these products are selling. Now the problem with this is that all the stuff on the front page here is going to be super high demand, right? Which probably means there's a lot of competition as well. So what you want to do is pick a category, okay? So we're going through here. And now we're going to pick a category like baby. So you click into baby, and then what you're going to see is you're going to see a bunch of different products. And again, Amazon's telling you that these have demand. Now a nice way to see competition right off the bat is to look at the reviews. So you can see this one has 6,000 reviews. You know that this seller is dominating the market. It's number 3 in baby. There's probably a lot of competition there. So we're looking for reviews here to kind of measure maybe the competitiveness of a product. Now when I click into a category, usually what I like to do, I like to look at the subcategories. So the subcategories are here, and you'll notice that when you click into one of these, there's gonna be more and more and more. Okay, so let's just go into feeding. And then feeding, you have food storage, right? And then food storage, it goes on and on and on. So now we'll just scroll and we'll see if there's anything that kind of piques our interest, right? Food storage containers, what else is there? Milk powder dispenser box. Let's check this out. Milk powder dispenser box. So now we'll click onto the product, and what we'll do is we'll go grab this. I actually have no idea what this is. You parents out there might be like, hey, this is a super common item. Okay, so the first thing you'll see right off the bat that I'll notice is that these look really cheap. So they're like $5, right? $12. You don't want to be selling items that are too cheap, that are below like $23, because you're not leaving yourself any room to for profit, to make money, right? Once you factor in the fact all the shipping costs and the cost of the goods to get them created, with a $4 product, you're probably not making much. Now, what I typically do here, if you don't know or you don't have any of these tools, I'll use a tool called Viral Launch Market Intelligence. Now, what Viral Launch Market Intelligence does, it's a drop down. I'll click it right now, and it's going to scan this whole page, and it's going to give me the stats, the estimated statistics for this page. So it's a good way to see sales. It's a good way to see demand, and a good way to see competition by looking at the reviews, okay? So the first thing you're gonna see is that the estimated search volume is only 570. So that's only 570 people per month searching this product. So that says low demand, but that also probably says I have the wrong keyword. So this is probably not the main keyword, a milk powder dispenser. So what we can do now is go to the Viral Launch keyword tool and actually search this up. So I can show you here what it looks like if I click this button. If you don't have Viral Launch yet, by the way, link in the description, 15% off for a lifetime. It is the most valuable tool for finding products. It's gonna save you so much time. It's gonna save you so much headache. So here, enter into viral launch, and yes, there's not enough history or no one's ever run this before, so they don't have enough data on it. But I'll show you if you go like balls, right? You search for balls on the keyword search, then you're gonna see exactly what it looks like. It's gonna show you the revenue, the estimated search volume, the opportunity score, the relevancy score of these keywords, so you know what the main keyword is, okay? So now, based on this product, this is not something we'd go after. It's just not enough meat on the bones for this to be worth it, okay? So that is the first way to find products, is going through the new release method. Now, I just showed you one example, but what you would do is you would go through each category, through each subcategory, and just keep clicking on products and keep trying to find ones that have high demand, low competition based on the product validation. If you know, if you already clicked and watched that video, then you know exactly how to validate these products, right? So that is method number one for finding products. Next is one of my favorite methods because it's the most fun way to do products, and I don't really see anyone talk about this, but this one's really, I found a few products doing this, right? So first you gotta go to YouTube. Now the next step, once you're on YouTube, if you haven't already, make sure you click subscribe to this guy's channel right here. I heard he's pretty good. And then you're gonna go into the search. Right, so you go into the search, and then what you're gonna do is search Amazon weird products. And with this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna change this search. So you're gonna look for Amazon weird products, testing crazy products online, funny Amazon products, funny online products, China. And what you're gonna find is that there's a whole entire category of videos on YouTube where people literally just sit down and test products that they find on Amazon. And what they're doing, without actually knowing it, they're trying to, have entertaining content for their viewers, but as Amazon sellers, we can go in there and see if these products are actually worth selling, right? Because the cool thing about Amazon is that the products that always sell well typically are ones that, no one's ever heard of and that are in upcoming rising markets. Those are the kind of products you want to get into. And these are the kind of products that these YouTubers are looking for. They're looking for things that no one has ever heard of. They're looking for interesting things so they can show them off to their subscribers and, get a good laugh. But for us, we're laughing because they're giving us money, right? So what we do, the nice thing about this method is that when you click on a video, typically the YouTubers will use affiliate links to link to the product. So you don't actually have to watch the video. You just have to go in here and look for the links, right? There you go, kitchen gadget number one, oh, never mind, that's something else. So here's an example of it. In here, they have all the links for the products, right? And most of the time, a lot of times actually, there'll be Amazon affiliate links so that they can get a kickback, kind of like the 15% off viral launch link that I have in the description if you haven't got it already. Right now, I want to also mention one thing about this method that you got to know because it's very important, is that you'll notice that these are like 1 year ago, right? 1 month ago. They're 3 weeks ago, because the way Amazon works, or the way YouTube works, they're showing you the most relevant thing that is that they know is gonna have watch time. So they're showing you things from people who have a lot of subscribers or from people that got a lot of views, right? The biggest views show up first because YouTube wants to keep you on YouTube watching things that have been proven to keep audience retention. So like 1.9 million views. So what you wanna do is go to filters and actually filter it by this month. So now you're actually gonna get stuff that is just recent. So this is all newer products, right? And then you can even filter by, sort it by the upload date. So, or you can sort it by the view count. So you're not getting just massive YouTubers, right? And then the final key to this method is when you're searching things, you can actually search per category. So if you know you want to do baby category, or you know you want to do beauty category, you can go Amazon weird beauty products. And guess what's gonna happen? A whole bunch of weird beauty products that you can now go into, click on, and then look them up on Amazon, and then do the same thing as before. Use the viral launch market intelligence drop down, judge the demand, judge the competition, right? So that is one of my favorite ways of finding products because it's fun and it's just, it's not as tedious as some of the other methods out there. So this next method is one that I came up with when I finished watching Avengers Infinity War, right? You got Iron Man up over there, so I can thank him for helping me find this, some of the products I did through this method. So the idea was that, in Avengers, there's this guy named Thanos, if you haven't watched it, and he's trying to collect these Infinity Stones. That's kind of like me trying to collect products. They're so hard to find. You gotta go to other planets. He literally was traveling different planets to find these Infinity Stones. I'm like thinking, what if Amazon was like that? What if I had to go to different planets? I'm like, wait a minute. There are different planets on Amazon. They're different marketplaces, right? So there's Amazon.com, which we're all used to. There's also Amazon Canada. There's also Amazon Japan. There's also Amazon Germany and UK and Mexico. So what if I was to look at products on those different markets and see maybe it's a market that's already big in Japan, but it's just coming up in the US, right? Maybe it's already a huge market, it's already a huge product in Mexico, but it's just getting popularity in the US. So what I did was I went to Amazon new release Japan. There we go. So the beauty of technology, as I was saying, is that they will translate it for you, so you don't have to learn a new language to do this, right? So Google will translate it, and then boom, it's just like regular Amazon. There you go. You will notice that some of the translations are kind of funny, but for the most part, it's the same stuff. So what you're gonna do here is you're going to go and do the same thing. So go to pet supplies, right? And you're gonna scroll in here, look, what is that? Probably a food bowl, but you're gonna see stuff that you just wouldn't see in America sometimes, right? And I have found plenty of products doing exactly this. And again, you can go through the subcategories and kind of click through and try to find products that you think are interesting. Elevated cooling pet bed. So I would click into the elevated cooling pet bed, right? And I want to mention sometimes with this, you have to just kind of word it in yourself because sometimes the translation will be funky. Go back to Amazon.com, elevated cooling pet bed, right? And there you go. There's the same exact product, and I would not have found this product on the new release of the US marketplace, right? So this is a way to generate ideas. So now again, let's drop the drop down and see what it looks like. And this one is fancy. It's like a couch over there. That's pretty crazy. That's a bougie dog. So elevated cooling pet, and then we're gonna look for search volume, right? Maybe that's not the right search term. So estimated search volume is pretty low, so let's click on this. So elevated cooling pet bed, and then raised dog bed, dog cot, right? So there is an example of, we thought this was the word, but it's not. So it's actually dog cot. You can see estimated volume, right? It's the highest one. So dog cot, pet cot 2000. So now we're gonna look at dog cot, and then we're gonna now pull the drop down, and we're gonna see the accurate results of the actual market. Because the one we searched before, the viral launch was only showing the results for that search term, which was elevated cooling pet bed, when really there's way more sellers there, and more sellers are probably targeting this because it is the main keyword, the main search term that people are looking for when they're trying to buy this product. All right, so we got a 4 out of 5 product ideas who are from viral launch, and that's just giving you an idea of, hey, based on viral launch metrics, they think this would be a hot product, a good product to launch. But again, you don't want to place too much weight in this kind of automated system. What we're gonna look at is the reviews and the sales. So you can see these guys have a lot of reviews, so these are the outliers, right? And that's not too much of a concern. If there's a few guys who are really killing the market, what you want to see is what happens after those guys, right? So where can you fit in? Are there anyone in the middle ground who are still doing well? Like 72 reviews, $36,000, right? 5 reviews, $4,000. 21 reviews, $7,000, right? So this actually seems interesting, right? So I would keep on looking and keep on validating this product as we go, but this would be an example of a product I would just, okay, cool, add that to my list, my Excel sheet, and then keep on looking, and then at the end of the week, we'd go through and validate all these products, right? So there you go, right off the bat, from the Thanos method, we found a product that could do well. And look at this one. This dog is living life, man. Like, this guy has got it figured out. He's got a cot, he's got an umbrella. So that is a way of differentiation, right? So you can see that I bet you this guy and this guy are the ones who are doing really well because they're not just selling the basic cot, right? They're selling, this one looks like a couch. They're selling this one so the dog can sit outside and be covered in the tent. So look for ways to be different and stand out. All right, so the next one is one that's very effective, but it's a little more boring than the YouTube method or the Japan method, but I would suggest definitely using it because it is very effective because it is Amazon's own data. And whenever you can get Amazon's own data, you know those kind of statistics and that those data points are very valuable, right? So this is just autocomplete, the autocomplete method. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna literally just type anything, any letter, okay? Say it's an H. And what Amazon is doing now is they are giving you suggestions based on the letter that you typed. And you're gonna think, why is Amazon doing this? What is Amazon? They're the ultimate sales machine. They are trying to increase revenue and trying to increase sales. So they know that when people type H, these are the results that are typically searched that generate a sale. Right, so they're trying to, hey, is this what you mean? Right, because they want to make it easy for you to purchase a product based on the statistics and the data that they have. So now you know that these are highly searched, highly in demand, and probably have a lot of purchases, okay? So hydro flask, like what is that? Is that just a flask for water? I don't know. it is just a flask for water. I would usually call that a fucking water bottle, but I guess Amazon wants to call it a hydro flask, right? So maybe that is different. I don't know, but that's something where I would never in 10,000 years think about that search term, right? So that is what we're doing. Then you're gonna go ahead and pull the drop down again and see if a hydro flask is good to sell and how it differs from a water bottle. If you figure that out, please let me know. Now the nice thing about this method is that you don't have to just stop at H. You don't have to be like H and then, oh man, that's nothing. What you can do is type another letter, okay? Now you got a whole nother set of words, right? So you can click from here, or you can go like Halflinger Slippers Woman. What's that? Is that a brand? I don't know, right? So this is where you're clicking on things and you're just finding things that are suggested to you by Amazon by typing a bunch of words. Now, the thing about this method is that it can be easy to get lost. Like you do H, you do A, you do W, you're just typing random letters on the keyboard, right? And then, you know, you've been an hour and then you actually end up start typing the same things again and you're like, shoot, like what is that, right? Cleanimals. Boom, Cleanimals. They are keys. Okay, so this is how you're generating ideas, because the whole part about Amazon FBA product research is getting ideas that is impossible to think of. Like what you don't know, you don't know. You can't think of something that your mind can't comprehend or conceive of, right? Unless you just have it given to you. So you want to make sure when you're doing this method, keep it organized, right? So I will start at literally A, and then I'll just go through the keyboard. AQ, right? AW, AE, AR. AT, and I'm just going across the keyboard, and then if I find nothing, then I'll go again, AQ, and then I'll start at AQ, and then, or I'll start at AW, and then I'll go through the keyboard again, AWE, right? AWR, AWT, AWY, AWU, AWI, and then you just keep on going, and there's literally so many combinations of things that you can type in and get different results. So another thing you can do is type descriptive words, right? So big, right? So you big, and then you press space, and then what you do is you do it again. So now that you have a descriptor word, you can really start over. So big W, big E, big R, big T, right? Big D, and then if you search big D, you delete your history. Will drop. And then you start all over again. So that is that, and that is the autofulfill method, or the autocomplete method, okay? And it's a really cool way to generate new ideas. Next method, okay, while we're here, this is a kind of a cool way to generate ideas, and this is what I like to use actually when I already kind of found a market that I like. So let's say we go to, what was that thing called? The dog cot, right? So we go to dog cot. So dog cot, and now we're here, and now that you're thinking, hey, maybe this is a cool market, maybe there's like similar items, what I'll do is I'll go into the reviews. Okay, so you'll go into the reviews. This is a nice way to see if someone likes the dog cot, what other interests do they have? So go into the reviews. Every dog owner should get this, right? Rescue Dog Mom. So she's a hardcore dog fan. So now you'll click onto this person's profile, right? And now you can actually see all the products that she's bought, right? Avengers Assemble, USB charger, and you can kind of get an idea of this customer. So the customer that would buy a dog cot, right, and give it a raving review, what are they buying? So here you go. So she has a cat too, best feline friend, green thing, portable folding pet tent. This girl takes her dogs camping. She has dog cots, she has dog tents, and now we can go folding pet tent. Search that into Amazon, right? Boom, there's an entire market of folding pet tents that we didn't know existed, right? And that is all just from finding a review off this person. Because when you're looking for products and you're trying to discover, okay, what should I even, how should I differentiate my product? How can I make this product better? And maybe I can bundle it. Maybe I can increase the perceived value of my offer by adding a bundle. This is when I like to look at people that bought the product and see what are they buying, right? What are these customers? What's the customer profile? Who am I selling this to? Right, and there you go. You see the dog cot again. And then you can go back and just keep scrolling through her profile, or go back and click on another person's profile and see what they're looking at. And here you go again, ceramic Big Max pet fountain. So there's a fountain for your pets. So there you go. There's another method of generating top of the funnel ideas and digging deeper to look at, find interesting products to sell. All right. So now the sixth method for finding products is kind of similar to looking at the customer profile, but now you're looking at the seller profile. So you're looking at the seller's storefront. So you can actually go into, say, a seller of a product, click on their storefront and see what else they're selling. Now this is kind of the same idea, right? Getting ideas of what are these people doing. And you can see here, it's all pet stuff. It's all like a bunch of different types of fountains. Let's go back a little bit. So here's the dog cot seller, right? So let's go to Paws and Pals. So pause and pals, and here you go. They have an entire storefront of products that you can look through. So now it's kind of the same thing as the new release method, right? You're looking for the product that they have that maybe seem like they have lower competition. They all seem like they have great pet products. They're selling well. So where is a product that you can sneak into and maybe do well, or just keep on clicking on things that you think are interesting, like this leash for dogs for when you're biking, right? So hands-free bicycle dog leash, bicycle dog leash. So I'll go ahead and grab that. And you now understand the process, right? So bicycle dog leashes, some of them are 60 bucks. For that one is 100 bucks. So this market is wild, right? But you get the idea. You're clicking into different seller storefronts. When you find a product that you like, click into the store, click into some of the reviews, see the profiles, and then go ahead and click to the storefronts, okay? Now the last method on this list, lucky number 7, is one that a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people overlook and think it's like a vanilla method. It's a kind of a vanilla way to find products, and you're not gonna find anything there. But really, majority of my products have been found through this simple way of looking at products, okay? So this is through the web app. So the Viral Launch web app, we've been using Viral Launch Market Intelligence this whole time, right? And we were here to look at keywords, and they have a whole suite of things that they have. So they have market intelligence, keyword research, competitor intelligence, listing builder, and all these things. But what we're gonna use here is product discovery. So product discovery is the tool that you can use to actually literally discover products, is what it's called, product discovery, right? So now what you're doing here is you're going through here, click on product, you fill out which categories you want to look through, you fill out your filters. So you're looking for at least 300 reviews a month, just for example, right? And you're looking for a product between 18 and 39 bucks, a review count of at least 120 or less, and a minimum revenue of $7,000. Now you just click show me the products, and boom, just like magic, voila, you have a bunch of products to look through. And you have literally pages and pages and pages of products. And if you don't have, again, Viral Launch, you know where to get it. If you want a 15% discount for life. And I'll show you popular result warnings. You can kind of get an idea of the monthly sales, everything here, right? The BSR, the monthly sales, the price, and you're just literally clicking through until you see something interesting. And the nice thing about market intelligence is that when you see a product that you think is interesting, you can just go here, view on Amazon, it'll take you there, then you can grab the thing, right? Grab the main keyword, search it, and then press the Viral Launch Market Intelligence dropdown, or you can just click here, the Market Intelligence, and it'll show the market intelligence, but it's only going to show you for that one product, okay? And then if you think that's a product you want to keep track of, you can go ahead and pin that product, and that product is going to be in your pinned product, so you can come back later. You don't have to just make a big Excel sheet. You can just keep all your products inside your history, your pinned area, so you know exactly what you looked at. Especially if you're doing product research every day for an entire month or whatever, you can go back and see, okay, these are my pinned products. You can kind of track them through the web app, okay? So those are the top 7 ways to find products on Amazon. I promise you, if you just pick one of these and you stick to it, you will find your next hot, profitable product, and you will be able to feast for the rest of your life. If you want to find out how to validate products, click that video right over there. Or if you want to just join my free limited seat masterclass, where I'm going to show you how I was able to go from a high school dropout with no education, no money, no nothing, to being able to make 6 figures on Amazon in my first 6 months. So you can duplicate that exact process. Click the bottom link right there. Again, I'm only doing that for a little while longer, and there are limited seats available. So join and register for that if you want to see what I have to show you there. All right, that's it. I'm JT Franco. You are an empire builder, and don't forget, your empire awaits.